It is time for some more Rush Duel PvP gameplay, going in with the brand new Woolly Wonderland deck, the Miss Mutton Meek-chan deck. This is it's a fun deck. It's not like the most amazing deck in the world, right? But it's a fun deck for sure. It can achieve some wins, it can do some big OTK plays, and we can go for a turn 1 Ancient Gear Golem, which is going to clear 100% here, right? It's just guaranteed damage in, potentially 2500. Yep, okay, because Yuo is going to be on, of course, his own Metarion deck, and so do they have ways to beat this? Sure, they've got the Dino one. They can, of course, flip this face down with the Dragon one, then play the Sure Star to pop this card as well. They can do that. Trip to Doomed, of course, Tasmanic Sealed Array, a bunch of options. Going for the Actor combo, right? Milling 2, sending back the Reincarnation, getting a draw 2. This is insane, and you're seeing this tech into so many different decks, right? You're seeing Cyber Dragons, you're seeing it in Light Machines as well. Earth Machines can play it as well if you want to play Joint Deck Rex, right? That's also a deck you can use. Doing the whole flip it face down and then pop it potentially, or going to use a Type Change Beam, that's also a valid option. But no, seems to be going for the combo, right? The Wombo combo of the double fusions, right? Okay, because he's not gone and removed our back row. And so we can clear both these big bodies on our next turn, right? We can go widespread one of them, and then we can go, and no, just going for the... Huh. I think you messed up there. Teensy tiny bit, right? Just a small amount, you messed up. So let's go for Tribute to the Trash, right? We'll discard the Silver Wolf and go and get rid of the Metana Sure Star. Why not? It's now gone. Secret Order, bring it back. Our Galactic Oblivion from the graveyard. Going to be getting a buff, of course, with the skill we're playing, which is Servant of Dawn, which just gives our Meek-chan or our Oblivion even more attack. We can then go for, I guess, the Planu as well. Why not? And potentially here is going to be lethal if this connects. Now, I won't do, right? Negate attack's coming down. Fair enough, right? But we have cleared 2 big fusions, right? You've got to play Starry Star to get your polys back from the graveyard. And so I think we're in a good spot, because I believe the only way out on this board is with said Type Change Beam. Glaciosaurus, okay. So going for the 1500 debuff, that is probably not the best play at the moment, right? But it's fine, right? It's a fine play. Going in for the Aladdin Star Prismatic, of course, via the event, and going to play the effect. Going to be going and making probably Ancient Gear Golem, right? Yep, reduced down to 15. Not so great. Now, the good thing is, the only back I've got to worry about is the Buffered Slime. The downside is we're not seeing, really, a Meek-chan, which we really want to see right now. But we really want to see that. So, let's go set 1, set 2, and we'll go and buff up our Oblivion, because this will clear this. Nice and easy, right? Nice and easy. So, 20, 31. Okay. Small chunk of damage. Oh, he has got Buffered Slime face down. Okay. Good to know. We now know one of those 2 is going to be a good back row, and so we now know, once we see our back row removal, we now know which one it is. Thank you, right? Just thank you, right? We now know this one here in the right is going to be the prime target. We hit that one, and then we are golden, right? The rest of the game is pretty much sorted unless you go for the Hercule Star, right? Going for the Assura Star, though, so again, this could be game if it has a Type Change Beam. But no, going for the Arc Turbo, buffing up to 43. Okay, fair enough, you're going to play the effect. Probably are, right? Probably are. Milling 1 to go and hit the Meet and Greed. Oh, it's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Go on, clear the Oblivion. No, going for... Okay. That is... interesting enough. Ooh, okay, that does work out. That does work out. So, let's go for Woolly Wonderland Planu. We'll then flip you up. We'll then go and play the effect to go and get back the Meet and Greed. We'll then go for Princess of the Flock, Miss Mutton, also known as Meek-chan in the original dub. Go and buff up, I guess, the Meek-chan, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we know the back row again. We know the back row is going to be the Buffered Slime here. You probably shouldn't, okay. Okay, good. You didn't. Fair enough. 4 of your 6 potential fusions in the graveyard. How many of your other bodies you got? You've got all 3 actors in the graveyard. You've got 3 copies of your Sword Dance in the graveyard. You've got your 1 Dino guy, 2 Dino guys, okay, fair enough. It feels like the only target you've probably got left is going to be the Serpainter. Now, why would you go for that one? 3 cards in deck. Fingers crossed here. We see. Really? You don't want to give me that back row removal? I am going to go and set the order because I don't want to potentially lose because of a back removal hitting this buffered slime, right? So we'll attack in, swing for 25, buffer slime comes down, and going to be drawing 2 per turn. Milling Reincarnation, right, UO, you've got to win on this turn, but you can't do. That is game 1 done, on to game number 2. So here we go, game 2 versus another UO. Will it of course be Mattown again? It does seem like that's going to be the case, or it could just be, you know, Hammer Crush Deal, right? Aggro beatdown, could always be that. And it does seem like that's the case because there is no extra deck, which is really, really interesting. So, not a awful hand, right? We've got a big wall, we've got Secret of next turn. Widespread is also really, really good. So, fingers crossed we can survive the turn. Going for the Hammer Crush Deal. So, that is the annoying thing, is you have kind of guaranteed got this back removal. If you do go for the Widespread, it is going to, of course you do. Just of course you do. They always do. In for Vortex Shooter and Transam Klein. Okay, so you're playing like Galaxy, not on Audias, probably to go and farm skills, right, and level ups, right? So that, I think, is fine. The deck doesn't really need the skill, but it can do bits with it. So let's go for Silver Wolf. We'll then play Rage of the Beasts, our back removal, coming down, popping the Tribute to the Trash. Oh, that feels so, so good. We can actually do something very funny here. Play the effect of Silver Wolf to go and reduce down, it doesn't matter, right, Bright Sentinel, sure. Summon into Miss Mutton. Now, this is one of your main combos you've got. Miss Mutton plus the spell card, Meet and Greet. Discard 2 to make Miss Mutton attack every card in your opponent's field and gains attack points, and then they just scoop because they know they can't beat the power of Meek-chan. On to duel number 3. Game 3 against a Luke on a win streak. Will this be Dragius? It does appear it's going to be Dragius. Do you have an extra deck though? That's a big question. For win streak, does have the sleeves, the playmat, the extra deck. Okay. It is going to be Dragius coming down. Now, it's not looking so good. If you do just set 3 in the past, then it's not the end of the world. You know, this might be fine. 3 back row is a lot though. That is a lot. So, and just go for a bit of a clear, right? Bit of a clear. So, Rage the Beast coming down. Let's go for the one close to the deck. Fingers crossed. It is Buffered Slime. A really good hit. Just straight up. Attacking in. Oh, we did hit the good ones. Okay, okay. No. Recital face down, though. You don't waste a hit. Right? You don't waste a hit. Now, there was a delay. That is interesting. Going for the Tri-Drago, both copies in for Multi-Strike, Dragon, Dragius as Nova Rush Rare, Recall Artwork. So, we are going to be taking a ton of damage this turn if, oh, okay, and not seeing Fusion Access, but it is still a very big chunk of damage, right? A very big one. Go for the tap and buff, fair play, 14, attacking for 12, 400, plus 15, puts us down really, really low. And so, fingers crossed, we see 3 secret orders, we've got Meet and Greet. So this actually goes really, really hard. So let's bring out Miss Mutton. Why not? We can then go for Meet and Greet, sending 1 and sending 2 to make her attack literally everything on his board. We'll reduce the attack points down, why not? We'll go for our skill, Sona Dawn, to go and buff even more up to 37, I believe? 38, okay, I can math. And then it is just combat. It is going for Dragon's Fortitude. Not going to be enough though, right? Not enough, but it does mean that we are going to be taking less damage, or dealing less damage. Ooh, 200 life points. Now, Luke has a skill that can give access to one of his the Dragon or Fusion. And so, given he's going for the Dragon here, he's probably got game because we're so close, right? And if our back row was a widespread, it'd be fine. It doesn't matter. He had the Dragon as well, legend card coming down, attacking in, that's fine, right? Fair play, you had the good draws. On to the next duel. And next up is another Luke. Konami, you know, we were doing our COG run and we saw multiple Lukes in a row. That was great, but now we're in COG. We don't need to be hit by Dragius multiple times. It isn't September 2023 again. Please don't show us a bad hand. This is fine. We are going to go for Secret Order to just summon out the Galactic Oblivion. Why not, right? Why not? We'll go and set. We'll set Me and Greed. We'll set the other Secret Order, and hopefully our other Secret Order survives. Fingers crossed. It's probably not going to, right? Dragon's Inferno coming down just ends us, but this is probably the best we could have hoped for, right? Because he is going to go for the Fusion player's turn. Now, that does mean he's got access to Piercing, right? Double Piercing is crazy. Just summon the boy, Dragon's Inferno. Please don't hit. Okay, that's good. Not another one, right? Just go for the Dragius, right? Go for the Fusion, summon that out, that'll be fine. Did you just play the skill without having Dragius so you didn't see the dragon in your draw of the Triad Drago? Blue Eyes White Dragon. Okay, that's fine. That'll do it. That clears. Okay, and he's thinking about quitting. He's on McDonald's Wi-Fi. That's what we love to see. You know what? I'd love to play this game. You're still in it, right? You're still in it. Our hand isn't that good, but no, you're just gonna disconnect. Okay, mate. All right, next game, and now potentially the real game 4 versus a Yuhi Odo. Okay, you don't see this often. Going for a legendary skill, so it could be the coin toss one. There is our Galactic Oblivion, so we are just going to go for triple set and Gazelle set as well, and go Buffered Slime and another turn. It could be Hammer Crush Deal as well, because I believe all the Gorosh people have that. Are we going to do the mirror match? No. Going for the Ancient Gear Golem, so you are playing just straight Earth Machines. Okay. Very based. I'm a fan. You know, I'm a fan. So Crush Dragon down to 1200 is going to be perfectly fine for us. Issue is that Gear Golem is in the way, but we can deal with it. Let's go for Planu. We'll then go for Galactic Oblivion, because it is the highest defense, and so if it doesn't die, then we should be okay, right? Here's Gazelle. We'll play the skill, go and buff up, and fingers crossed that Gear Golem dies here. It doesn't. Really? Negate attack? Oh, that's rough, because Golem turns off our Buffered Slime, and so that is annoying. It is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. That's doubly annoying. That's triple annoying. Yuhi, your deck is insane. And there's Jointed Case. And that's going to be, what, 1500, 3000, 4200 exactly. On board right now, you had exact lethal. Just classic Rush Duel, right? Classic Rush, where you've got exact lethal when you want to see it. And we're back around to a Yuo Goha. So again, potentially Cyber Dragons, heroes on a win streak. Fair enough. It is a 4x deck, so I'm going to assume Cyber Dragon, but it could also be heroes, right? It's one of those two. And again, we're just not seeing like great hands, right? Like not at all. The deck has access to big bodies, right? There's 6 of them. Going for Crafted Drone, discarding your Aven Wolf, summoning your Proto Cyber Dragon. Have you got a Cyber Twin turn 1? Without ever going into a Cyber Dragon. No, you've got a Soul Dragon though. That's fine. Could also go for the third one, but not going to. That's 1, and here's 2. So, heart of the cards, give me some good top decks. That'd be great. There is 3 Miss Muttons. That certainly does something. So we are going to go trip to the trash. And why do people do this, right? Why do you just decide to fuck off in the middle of a game? You have the upper hand, mate. Just okay, you're not going to. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go and do. We haven't got. We don't debuff, right? That's fine. Let's just summon in 2. Our lovely Mika-chan. We'll set you face down. Go for our skill. Get a bit of a buff, and hope that this does clear at least a little bit. Fingers crossed it does. Okay, so back row could be the Barrage Steel. It could be Fusion. Thankfully, if it is Barrage Steel, this can be recovered. Going for again Barrage Steel. So okay, Mean Greed going. In for Cyber Dragon. Of course, the skill can make it so we can out it. Are you going to go for a Cyber Twin this turn? I feel like it's coming. I feel it. Yep, Grand Proto. Yasam Proto. One of your back rows a fusion. And then you make a Cyber Twin. Or you go for Cyber Entry. And you bring out a Cyber End Dragon. Or you go for Twin. Twin plus Cyber Dragon is really good as well. But Cyber End is really hard to beat with my deck. Especially given you just saw me get rid of literally the only way to out it. Because we're not playing Tasmac Seal Array because I found there's no space. Oh, that's so annoying. It's so annoying. So, Secret Order can get you to 32. Plus our skill gets you to 38. Ooh. Actually, I think we may be able to beat this with our skill, which is crazy. Secret Order coming down. Okay, let's go for the Meek Chan in the graveyard. We'll keep one in hand. Why not? 32. We'll then go sit this face down. Play the skill. We are going to attempt to crash with the Meek Chan. Destroy the Cyber End Dragon. Okay, that felt good. That felt good. Because now, he's got all of his cards in his graveyard, right? There's, what, 1, 2... Okay, 1 Proto in the deck, and 2 Cyber Dragons. So, you can still make plenty of Cyber Twins. That's fine. And also, Ancient Gear Golem is still a contender. But, we managed to slay the big dragon. That's fine. In for Cyber Search Dragon, which can, of course, bring back out the Cyber Dragon that just summoned itself. But have you got enough for lethal? That is the big question. Going for the combat customization, giving a bit of a buff. We're going to turn off our toggle. Don't want to kind of give away we've got the buffered slime. You just saw the best hand possible. Right, just straight up. In for Cyber Twin Dragon. You fell one dragon, you've now got to deal with another. Now we know we can clear it. Right, the issue is we've got to take a bunch of damage here. And so, yeah, we'll take this, and then this swings in. We play Buffered Slime, and mill the Galactic Oblivion. So, in terms of like what we need to win here, straight up, it is just Secret Order, I think. And then we win. So, that isn't Secret Order. However, we can go for a Gazelle. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, right? We can survive the turn a little bit, right? Pikachu, returning back. Let's go for another Pikachu. Why not? In for the Gazelle. We'll bring you back. That's okay. Do I go and clear this back row here? Because I can't game him here, right? You know, I can go to 32. And so, if he has got a like 50-50 hit one of our cards, then I don't really want to give him access to it, but at the same time, the back row is nothing at the moment, right? We know it's nothing. Otherwise, he would have saved his Cyber End Dragon. Go for Oblivion, and we clear the Cyber Twin Dragon. And we just hope that's enough, right? Set 1, set 2, play the skill. Fingers crossed we can survive this turn. Not hopeful, but fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed. So, comes down to a very big top deck for him. If you have double Barrage Steel, then you've got it. If you hit the correct card here, then you've got it. Please, don't have a second. And I feel like if you did, it would have been an immediate play. Tribute to the Doomed, though, is going to guarantee he can hit us for a bunch of damage. Now, the issue is if he's got 2 15 bodies, which he probably does, right? Or he doesn't. Okay. Widespread. Be gone. And we're rewarded for our expert plays. Secret Order. Coming down, bring forth Meek-chan. Why not? Here comes Woolly Wonderland Ground Mutton. We'll play Rage of the Beasts. We'll go knock out that back row. Is a negate attack. Please be. It was Trap Hole. Lol. There we go. You know, this video's been so scuffed so far. Let's just carry on. Find some more good duels. Next game, going back to a Audias. Will you be like Galaxy? Will it be an archive skill? It is going to most likely be like Galaxy, right? It's okay, but it's not like super duper optimal, right? Set 2, and I'm going to pass on that. Going for the Secret Order. Now, the issue is Widespread is just like useless against the deck, and he's got Essel as well. Oh, that's not good. That is not good for us. And there's Secret Order. Bringing down a Cosmo Titan. You kill one, deal 4,000 damage. That's actually okay. We're going to go, of course, Secret Order. Just go and bring out our Meek-chan. We'll then go for the Planu. I'm going to set. I'm going to set this as well. Go and play our skill. Go and buff up. Probably should have gone for the full board clear. And just like kept one zone free. But you can just game me here. Just straight up, right? Playing Galactic Order. Getting Secret Order down. Sending a third Cosmo Titan. Playing Secret Order. It comes out 3,000. That's only 19 though. If you do, oh, no. Universal Storm. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Secret Order. Because you're going to go and actually attack him normally. Right. Fair enough. It's very close to game. So we can go here. Tribute to Doomed. Discarding the Meek-chan to go and pop this. That's okay. We'll then go Gazelle and Silver Wolf in for Galactic Oblivion. Like, we're banking here. Really banking on him not being able to go through 2 big 25 bodies. Now, he can very easily do that. Very, very easily. They have the spell that can buff up all vanillas. And so, it's not looking very good, but we've kind of brought it back to a somewhat similar game state, but giving you kept 2 cards to hand probably means you've got one more Secret Order, and that's all you need to get the win. Yep, there we go. There we go. Skill is just bonkers, right? Skill is really good. The deck is just aggro beatdown, right? But the skill guaranteeing you that special summon, the attack point buff, destruction protection is so big. It's so big. Going for Oblivion, attacking in, fair enough, right? Fair enough. Let's do one more duel. And you might think, okay, if you set last turn, then you would have survived, but you could have gone for the skill and got the Meteor Charge instead, and so either way, we lost there, but it is going to be a Audias, called Audias, playing Galactic Order, so we have got a chance at redemption against him. Will this be a double loss in a row? Let's find out. Set 1, set 2, set 3, and 2 really good cards you don't want to see in your opening hand, right? Seeing this without a card in our graveyard or in a hand is never good. Going for the Bright Sentinel and the Lilac doesn't appear you've got a Secret Order yet. But then you probably wouldn't go for it on turn 1 anyway. But there's no point wasting here. And sending a card as well. Oh, okay. So only clearing 2. That is good for us, good for us. Drawing in 2. Ooh, very nice, very nice. So let's go. Ground Mutton. We'll play Rage of the Beasts. Go and pop down. This one, fingers crossed. Buffered Slime is really good for us, really good. So let's go for Meek-chan in attack mode, why not? We can then play our Secret Order and go for Galactic Oblivion of our own in attack mode. We'll set the Slime, we'll go for the skill, and, you know, okay, negate attack here would be annoying, but it'd be fine. Right, in the grand scheme of things, it's fine. Oh, opening both negate attack and buffered slime is crazy. He, of course, has access to Universal Storm, but also Galactic Order as well, which, of course, means access to Secret Order. Do you actually... Oh, do you not? You don't. He might actually be playing the Grey Storm Reverie build. Thinking about it. He could be on that one. Oh, that is good. That is good for us. So, let's go for the Planu. And here's Gazelle. And here's Ancient Gear Golem. We'll set those 2. Buff you up. And just go to combat, right? Swing for 1. Dealing 14. Deal 11. This is potentially your final turn, right? If you can't clear this board the next turn, you've got a triple attacking Meek-chan coming down your way, and a Gear Golem that you have nothing to respond with. Returning the Safer back to the hand. Okay, Secret Order coming down. Gonna be bringing out Galactic Oblivion, so you have got a way to respond to the Gear Golem. Fair enough. Come down to 32. In for the Safer. Galactica Force. Gaining some big attack points. Okay. That's pretty good. Setting a card as well. Setting 2. We know those are kind of dead, right? We know they can't be anything good. So, hopefully, we see some good play here. And it is good. Pikachu. Play the effect. Return back to the deck. I guess we'll go for... let's go for the Pikachu. And go and grab out the Gazelle. Need 2 in hand for that. So we go Silver Wolf. Play the effect. Reduce down Oblivion. Why not? We then go for Miss Mutton. And now, we can make her attack all of his monsters, right? Meat and Greed. Discarding 1, discarding 2. Miss Mutton can now attack everything. That's cool. We can then play Secret Order of our own. Bring out our own Galactic Oblivion. Activate the skill. Go and give our Meek-chan some attack points. And now, she can clear 1. Clear number 2. And finally, Oblivion for lethal. There we go. Meek-chan is really fun. But as you've seen, it can brick. It isn't the most consistent deck in the world. But when you pull off Mean Greed combos, it is really fun. And this is the list we're running. It's pretty straightforward, right? You're playing 3 of almost everything you can do. But the back row is the tricky part. Because you do want to see your back removal. Right? So you could say, okay, we'll play 3 and potentially we'll cut one of our Meet and Greets, but then you might want Tasmanic Seal Array, but then you can't have everything. And so it does feel like this deck does kind of clog up with the back row more times than you'd like, but it's still fun. You know, it's a fun deck to play around with. And I think next video, if we do one, is going to be Dark Magician. Because why not, right? We've got Secret Orders, it can be played with it. Anyway, I'll see you all then. Adios.